The ice wall hypothesis is one of the most bizarre and controversial ideas to emerge in modern times, alongside other fringe theories like the hollow Earth and flat Earth. This hypothesis directly contradicts our understanding of the world, geography, and even reality itself. It is built on the idea that Earth is not spherical but flat, surrounded by a massive ice wall that prevents us from falling off the edge. Proponents claim that world governments are hiding the truth about what lies beyond this wall, including mysterious creatures, and that Antarctica is strictly off limits to ordinary people to prevent them from uncovering this global conspiracy. Despite being overwhelmingly rejected by science and scholars, the hypothesis has captured the imagination of many, particularly those who subscribe to flat Earth theory, where the ice wall is considered one of its foundational pillars. But what is the origin and evidence behind this hypothesis, and how does science debunk it? Let's dive into the details. The flat Earth idea, ancient roots versus modern science. The belief in a flat Earth is not new. It predates modern science by thousands of years. Ancient civilizations, from the Babylonians to the Greeks, assumed Earth was flat. By the 6th century BCE, Greek philosophers like Pythagoras began thinking outside the box, proposing that Earth was not flat but spherical. By Aristotle's time, 384 to 322 BCE, the spherical Earth model was widely accepted among philosophers and scientists. The man who revolutionized this understanding was Eratosthenes, 276 to 194 BCE, a Greek mathematician, geographer, and astronomer. By chance, he produced one of the oldest and most accurate calculations of Earth's circumference, proving its roundness using mathematics alone. No NASA or satellites required. His method was remarkably simple. While in the Egyptian city of Syene, modern Aswan, during the summer solstice, he observed that vertical objects cast no shadow at noon as the sun was directly overhead. However, in Alexandria, at the same time and date, vertical objects did cast a shadow. Eratosthenes brilliantly deduced that the only explanation for this discrepancy was Earth's curvature. If Earth were flat, sunlight would strike all locations at the same angle, leaving no shadows in either city. By measuring the shadow's angle, 7.2 degrees, or 1/50th of a full circle, he calculated Earth's circumference as approximately 40,075 kilometers, a figure nearly identical to modern measurements. This experiment not only confirmed Earth's sphericity, but also demonstrated the power of observation and geometry in understanding our world. Eratosthenes' work remains one of the earliest and most celebrated examples of scientific inquiry, still taught in universities worldwide. However, despite this clarity, the flat Earth idea persisted due to the dominance of religious dogma and superstition over logical analysis in many societies. Samuel Rowbotham and the modern revival of flat Earth theory. Interest in flat Earth theory surged in the 19th century thanks to Samuel Rowbotham, an English inventor and writer. In his 1849 book, Zetetic Astronomy, Earth Not a Globe, Rowbotham argued that Earth is a flat disk with the North Pole at its center, surrounded by an Antarctic ice wall. He claimed this wall was what explorers encountered in Antarctica, and that it was not a continent at the bottom of a globe, but an impenetrable barrier encircling Earth. The scientific community ignored Rowbotham's claims due to the complete lack of evidence and overwhelming counter-arguments. Yet, as is often the case with humanity's fascination with the unknown and unexplained, the hypothesis gained traction. It resonated with a broad audience, leading to the formation of groups, societies, and even cults. Some members genuinely sought the truth, while others adopted the idea purely to defy mainstream science. The Flat Earth Society and the Ice Wall Doctrine. In the 20th century, the Flat Earth Society institutionalized the ice wall as a core belief. Under Charles K. Johnson, president from 1972 to 2001, the society became notorious for claiming that NASA and other space agencies were part of a global conspiracy to hide Earth's true shape. Johnson, a charismatic figure, dedicated his life to defending the flat Earth idea and the ice wall. After his death in 2001, his successor, Daniel Shenton, took up the mantle, leveraging the internet to spread these ideas through websites and forums. The evidence for the ice wall hypothesis Proponents of the ice wall hypothesis rely on four main arguments. Below, we examine each claim alongside scientific rebuttals. 1. The Antarctic Treaty, 1959. Flat earthers claim the Antarctic Treaty, signed by 12 nations to designate Antarctica as a scientific preserve, is proof of a conspiracy to hide the ice wall. They allege that military patrols block ordinary people from accessing the edge of Earth. Rebuttal. The Antarctic Treaty explicitly bans military activity, mining, and nuclear testing, promoting international scientific cooperation instead. Thousands of scientists and over 100,000 tourists visit Antarctica annually. Tours are publicly bookable online, though expensive. Countless videos on YouTube document these trips, with none showing an ice wall. The only patrols in Antarctica are environmental and safety teams, not military enforcers. To believe in the conspiracy, one must assume all visitors, including independent tourists, are complicit in hiding the truth, a claim as impractical as it is absurd. 2. The impossibility of circumnavigating Antarctica. Flat earthers argue that no one has ever completed a full, straight-line circumnavigation of Antarctica, which would be possible if Earth were spherical. Rebuttal. In 1982, explorer Sir Ranulph Fiennes and his team completed the first transglobe expedition, traveling around Earth via both poles. Modern ships and planes routinely circle Antarctica, though the journey is challenging due to extreme weather. Temperatures can drop to -80 degrees Celsius, -112 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds exceeding 320 kilometers per hour, 200 miles per hour. These conditions, not a mythical ice wall, explain the difficulty. The idea that no one has circled Antarctica is simply false. 3. The Piri Reis Map, 1513. This Ottoman-era map, discovered in 1929, allegedly depicts Antarctica as an ice-free landmass, proving ancient civilizations knew of the ice wall. Rebuttal. Scholars widely agree the map likely represents South America or speculative geography based on incomplete knowledge. Antarctica was not discovered until 1820, and its ice sheets are millions of years old. There is no evidence that ancient civilizations knew of Antarctica or a surrounding ice wall. 4. Myths and folklore. Proponents claim that myths about edges or icy barriers in global folklore hint at the ice wall's existence. Rebuttal. Myths reflect human creativity, not scientific reality. If folklore were evidence, dragons, giants, and fairies would also be real. Shared myths often arise from universal human experiences, like fearing the unknown, not hidden truths. Conclusion. Science versus conspiracy. The ice wall hypothesis thrives in online echo chambers, but collapses under scrutiny. Eratosthenes' ancient experiment, modern satellite imagery, and countless Antarctic expeditions all confirm Earth's sphericity. The Antarctic Treaty fosters peace and scientific collaboration, not secrecy, and tourism to the continent is openly accessible. The burden of proof lies with those making extraordinary claims. Until verifiable evidence emerges, the ice wall remains a myth, a reminder of the importance of critical thinking and scientific literacy in an age of misinformation. Share this video widely on WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, and Instagram. Let's spread factual knowledge, especially to impressionable audiences like children. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. We welcome all perspectives.